Action.
I feel like that one girl from Ghostbusters, the funny glasses.
Mm-hmm.
Who is that?
I don't know her name. Shoot, is it Karen?
No, what's her real name?
Oh, no one knows that.
Kate
Not even her.
McKinnon?
Oh, from the new one. That's not. I'm not comfortable calling it Ghostbusters. Like, it was good. I enjoyed it.
That's the name of the movie.
Yeah, I know, but it should be like Ghostbusters Asterisk or something like that.
Ghostbusters ass.
That's a good one too. And that has nothing to do with like, oh, well, it's an all-female cast, blah blah blah. Like, which was like the internet trolls freaking out about before the movie came out. Like, it was fun, but just the first one's a classic.
That one guy from Community who also raps and is a comedian.
Donald Glover. Yeah.
Is his dad?
Danny Glover?
Yeah.
No.
Oh.
You heard it here first, folks. Donald Glover, breaking news, is not the son of Danny Glover.
But do you remember the thing he was talking about in his comedy show where he was saying that people wanted him to be Spider-Man, that everyone's like, Spider-Man can't be black.
Yeah.
Spider-Man would have been awesome if he was black. I didn't like the new Spider-Man.
I feel like the same is true of Tobey Maguire. Like,
Tobey Maguire would have been
awesome
if he was black.
Yeah. I like Tobey.
Welcome to Cat Lovers with the Coffee, meeting and conversating on the campus, featuring Ortiz Nicole and Dominic Forrest. We're married.
On today's episode, we want to talk about how we first met. You see, she was the first one who entered the Craigslist ad. It was pretty romantic. I'm like, desperate man seeking equally, if not more, desperate woman. And then this happened, like in Terminator 2, when she's like,
Act like you're dead.
Got the twitching now. got that itch, I got a scratch, you know what I mean? Here we are.
Doing the twitchy.
Man, I feel so embarrassed right now.
This is gonna be my favorite video ever.
Yeah. So, do you wanna start?
We met on a lovely fall day in September, and it was the first day of class of the quarter at Pierce Community College. Guys, I'm not drunk. I'm just tired, and I'm happy to see you. More winks coming back. We met in our acting class, and I remember walking through the door and seeing this hunk of bones.
Amongst other things.
With his hat and his plaid shirt, and he was sitting in the corner, basically just like that by himself. And I was like, who's that?
Who's that tall drink of water?
Who's that girl? It's Jess.
Yeah.
And then we...
Can I tell this part?
I wasn't going to tell that part, but you can
Oh,
tell it.
sorry.
Sure.
We, the first thing we did in class was this weird exercise where everyone in class is sitting out in the audience. And then one person had to get up on stage by themselves and like stare at everyone in the audience for 10 seconds each. Like make eye contact, stare them directly in the eye for 10 full seconds. And it like sounded terrifying, and it was like when you get up there. But the professor said this really like cool thing that I've taken with me like since then. It was give yourself permission to do this, and how do I keep?
Listening.
And yeah, so we get up there, and I like was looking at everyone, and I remember seeing you. Like to this day, I remember like looking into your brown eyes and thinking that you looked sincere, and you looked like this goofy, exuberant individual. And yeah, so then I got down on one knee and I proposed right then and there. That's not true.
No, but I remember when everyone was going up there, I was thinking, oh, how uncomfortable they must be. So I'm going to make sure I look very, like, that I don't make an angry face or something and make people even more uncomfortable. I want them to know that it's okay. And so I fixed my face. And, yeah. And then after that, we did some, like, what's that exercise called where you, like, mirror each other? I think that's what
Mirroring, yeah.
And I was like on the other side of the theater, and I was like, I want to be partners with that guy. So I like went all the way over to his side, and basically our relationship kind of happened because I engineered a lot of our meets, and yeah,
You're mischievous, sneaky, manipulative.
like
And I love it.
I'd see him in the cafeteria, and I'd be like, with my friends, I'd be like, oh my gosh, it's Forrest, that guy. Let's walk by casually and act like we didn't know he was here. And so we'd do that and be like, what are you doing here? And then we'd sit with him.
Remember the first time you did that, I was like, for whatever reason, I was thinking that Wolf Haven, like this wolf sanctuary in Washington. And so I was Googling that, and all these wolves popped up on my screen, and it looked like I was looking at wolf porn, and then you came up to me. And I'm like, no, this isn't what it looks like.
Mm-hmm.
And thus, a love began to blossom.
Mm-hmm. And then Forrest was like, I don't want to date you. And then a week later, he was like, I'm going to ask you out. Where you going, girl?
Yeah.
You going with me?
My speech patterns have changed dramatically now that you bring it up. Yeah.
And then la 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 love.
And here we are today, madly in love.
Let me have one of yours.
No, they're all mine.
Okay.
This was.
I want to tell them why I don't wear my ring.
Oh, sure. Why don't you wear your ring?
I don't wear my ring because I have problems valuing material possessions, and I always forget about it. Sorry. But I still love you, and I'm still married to you, even though we have different last names.
Yeah.
That-
Which they've never really asked for our marriage certificate here. Like we could just be, pulling a fast one on everybody. Yeah.
If you're gonna really go through all that trouble, you might as well just get married. Like, why would someone do that? That's stupid.
That's right.
But it's funny, I've heard them ask for other people's marriage certificates. We're
Well, how about
trustworthy.
that?
Look at this face.
Well, like it or not, Bob, the folk scene's here to stay. Back to you.
Cats and the lovers and the coffee and the communication campus.